Alright, hello everyone. You're gonna get started pretty quickly here, even though it's just, I think, Thunder for now. Welcome. Welcome everyone to the stream. And the 2.5 people who are here after the stream, the archive viewers, but yeah, welcome. We are going to be doing something I haven't done since last year. As you can see, right now, we are officially in a Mayan Minecraft stream again. Actually, I just saw over there, that iron farm that I thought was broken. Turns out it's not as broken as I thought it was, so that's helpful. But yes, we are back, and we're actually once again doing a Mayan city building survival. The last time we did one of these was before 2021. I think December of last year. And I visited that world a few times on stream aside from that, but never actually as part of its own episode. So we're gonna fix that. And I actually have a variety of goals I have laid out. One of which, a long-term goal, is just making the city bigger. Like, for a capital city, it needs to sprawl more, but aside from that, we have a specific goal for right now. And today's goal is specifically to go out and fix our nether infrastructure. Because right now, the connections between all of our towns are severely weak. And we need to actually get a paved, well-made nether highway set up. Or at least one that, is harder to get lost with signage and everything like that. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Are you like trying to combine memes again, Thunder? Like it's, what are you, in a Chinese like iPhone sweatshop or something? Is that what you're saying? I feel bad for the people that have to do that sort of thing though. I haven't upgraded my phone for years. I don't care to. Oh, look at this. We have so much netherrack. The only thing is we can't build with netherrack in the nether. Because if we want to make a long-standing road, we'll need a material that's sturdy enough to survive a ghast fire. So we can't use wool either. Even though I have a ton of wool. Oh, welcome Tonk. It's been a while since I've seen you in one of the streams, or a little while, but we are actually finally back here in the Treasury of Kufmal, the Imperial City, and we're going to be working on this again. I remember at one point we got so much iron we started building apartments out of it right there. In fact, speaking of which, before we get other materials, let's check out the iron farm up here. As you can see, I blocked off the entrance to the building. It is no longer a mob farm. And these are the remnants of the railroad track that I used to get the villagers up here. I took it down, but there's just this tiny bit of track left for no reason. I don't even know why it's there. I should probably pick that up. And as you can see, there's an iron golem just chilling in the water next to the trireme right there. I think that's the Aquarius, I believe, what we named her. Also, what the heck is that thing? I think I tried to build an idle fishing farm and it didn't work. I think that's like the remnants of the idle fishing farm since the old one broke. Because it used to be in that hut right there. That was a fishing hut. Yeah, this world has quite some history to it, I'll say that much. Look, Gordon, a boat! She's a nice boat, too. Because again, if you think about it, if this empire is supposed to be, around the classical era, you won't see much ships bigger than triremes, especially if it's based on a Mediterranean or Atlantic empire. So yeah, here's the top of the iron farm. You can hear the zombie in there. When did I start the world? Actually, let me look. I'm gonna pull up on my other tab here. I'm not gonna pull it up for the stream, but I'm gonna look with it. Episode 1 took place on October 19th, 2019. That was episode 1. Wow. And the thumbnail for that one was already after I built the first temple. You can't see it, but the first temple was the, I think, sea or seaweed temple. A tiny one. My cursor is pointing at it right there. That was the first thing that we had built. And there is a bridge in the city that I built to get to that temple. When this was all originally water and the city wasn't there, this was just a sea, and I built a bridge over it, a stone bridge. Oh, look at all this iron. Oh boy, that's a lot of iron. Well, looks like we should export some. I'm almost considering, what if we built the Nether Highway out of iron? It could be a thing. Although I don't know if we want to do that whole thing. Here, let's go ahead and combine some of this iron here into blocks. Yeah, that's a decent amount of iron right there. Would I want accents for it? You know what, I'll take a stack of iron that I'll use for, like, signposts. I'll use the iron for making signposts, honestly. That seems like a good idea. And now that it's getting nighttime, I think what I do to reset it is flip that lever, and when I flip that lever, what that does is cut off the line of sight from the villagers to the zombie in there. So once it's woken up and the villagers are up, they'll have a chance to get back to their job blocks and reset their, I don't know, things. But also, we keep this a secret from the other villagers, because if they knew, that would be like extreme cruelty, and I would be ousted as emperor for that, so don't tell any of the citizens, alright? I don't think they would take too kindly to imprisoning our own citizens for financial gain. I mean, oh wait, never mind, every empire does that. We're good, never mind. They're not the ones with the tax collector. I'd like to see any of them rise up against this. So, now, let's get to business, doing what we were planning to. And let's go ahead and get back to the Imperial Treasury, and we will get materials for constructing this nether infrastructure, because that again is the goal. You need to check and see. Oh my gosh, look at all this random gold armor and stuff we have. Enchanted books. Wow, I really have a lot of stuff I need to sort through here. It's been a while since I've been here. Oh, and this was the set of armor and the trident that I was trying to put enchantments on. That's interesting. Oh, we have our old maps. There are so many shipwrecks here. We explored tons of them. That's why all these maps were up here. A lot of them are duplicates, so... Don't remember Rome looking like this. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger. Lightning just struck your backyard? Oh, also, that's one way to make an entrance, Angela. You entered the stream with the might of Zeus. Where's my just cobblestone? Oh, here he is. I don't have as much cobblestone as I thought I did. It makes me debate. I'm wondering what material I should build it out of, because it can't be flammable. We could at least make a start. What if we actually ended up using more iron than I thought? We have some stone brick, but... Oh, hello, sir. What do you want? You want gold? Wait, do you have any rotten flesh to give you? Oh, we have tons of rotten flesh. Here, wait. Wait, sir. Thanks for wandering in here. Let's just go ahead and trade him real quick. There we go, some extra money for the Imperial Treasury right there. We used a ton of it in that lavish building of the Temple of Earthly Riches over there. Anything else we can give you? Not much. Just more rotten flesh. I mean, that's the only thing we can really use it for. Hope you're hungry, because you're going to be eating pretty well tonight. Let's hope you don't turn into a zombie. We did actually have a plague outbreak here, though. There was a plague outbreak. I called it that in Kufmal because after an update, most of the villagers had disappeared except for like a few. and we had to rebuild the population from those who are remaining, so we just called it the Great Plague. Oh well. And I can't even use netherrack either. Why can't we build a bridge out of cookies or something? Yeah, we don't sell gold, we sell dead human meat. Don't worry about it. Boop. Alright. I need to make up my mind. What am I going to build this out of? Easiest thing is cobblestone. Alright, here's what we're doing. We're building it using cobblestone as well as stone brick accents. That's what we're doing. Boom. Cobblestone with stone brick accents. That's what we're going with. Also need more torches, and we'll need food. Gotta make sure we're extremely prepared for this journey. We have where's our arrows? I will need more arrows. Do I not have any? I may need to visit the Fletcher. Here, let's grab some money, because I'm pretty sure the Fletcher sells some arrows. We'll buy some from him. Stimulate the local economy, I guess. What else? We got this, we got all this. Oh, there are more torches in here for some reason? Alright. What else am I forgetting? Food. Food. We need food. What food should we take with us? Maybe some meat? Yeah, we'll take some steak. Oh my god, look how many pufferfish we have. That was from the old idle fishing farm before it got broken. Oh, is it almost nighttime again? I can't tell. Where's the Fletcher? Oh, we have a bunch of cats roaming around now. You're not the Fletcher. Forgot where his house was. I should pay attention. Oh my gosh, my frame rate. My poor frame rate. If we can't find him, I guess we'll just put the money for him right there. We'll get the arrows later. Let's just head down to the first portal. I believe is down here. This was also one of the first buildings of the city. It just leads down to the mine shaft. Oh yeah, we had our sugarcane farm here. I should probably get this all messed with. You know what would be interesting? Eventually we should travel to a point to where we can load new chunks, because we actually haven't gotten any copper, and I would like to start filling the Imperial reserves with copper. So that would be an interesting prospect. Hey, you know your city's big when it starts lagging. When we lag in a society. Oh god, I get that nether waiting period. There we go. Alright, here we are. Did I forget gold armor? I'm gonna need gold armor. I forgot gold armor. Looks like we're killing some piglins to get enough gold. Wait a minute, are we? No, I need, if we're gonna be doing a lot of building, I'm gonna need at least one set of gold armor, or at least one pair of gold boots, so let me just run and get that. Oh, this is that one sheep farm. Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is the auto sheep shearer. I forgot about this. There's a lot of stuff here I forgot about. Here, let's just quickly grab the gold and we'll go. I mean, come on, I can't be an emperor if I'm not, like, in full golden armor kit. That would be a disgrace if I didn't. Do you have any boots? I don't want to replace my leggings. There we go, there's the boots. There we go. Pop those right on. Now let's head back. So I actually have a separate tab pulled up, and this tab has coordinates, and these coordinates are almost every town in the Empire. So what we're going to be doing is connecting every single one together. So right here, of course, this is the main Nether area. We have places going to all sorts of different things. So what we'll need is a solid sort of walkway, basically. It's Postcat after eating some McDonald's on our wholesome. Oh yeah, gotta get that gold kind, stranger. I should probably take a crafting table with me as well. Did I stockpile any wood in here? Yes, I did. We'll take a crafting table with us. Boom. That way we can make like stairs and slabs if we need to. So. Now let's examine what infrastructure we currently have. We have this basic cobblestone path that served us for a little while, but I want something grander. For example, if we look here, this is the link to Carhill, the city of Carhill. So if we head up this little staircase, you'll see it brings us all the way up here. And once we're up here, we have to go all the way down this section. So this is a bit inefficient, if you realize. What I would like to do is make this a bit easier to get to. So first off, we need to try to figure out at what point this crosses into each other. There's a tunnel that heads down here. This is where this tunnel heads. And if we want that to cross over with the next part, we need to figure out what Y level, or at least what X coordinate level we want it on. Because I don't want to have to go up and down all these stairs. So 52. We need to get to block, actually 51, so we can go next to it. I want to get to block 51 on the Z axis. And once we're there, we will start tunneling this way. 51. Alright, this should be it. Yes, we got it correct. So now we've tunneled in through here, and that means I want to expand this section as well. If we head down here, I want to realize, because we'll have to widen these paths eventually. I don't know whether I want to keep them stairs. I probably will just keep them as stairs so they can be wider, I guess. You're reminding me, Dr. Thunder, the do Mario thing. I know, I've yelled that out on stream several times before. Eat the Dario. Wasn't that a Vine? Yeah, I think that was a Vine Sauce thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some stairs. And let's begin our expansion here. I want this path to be at least 3 blocks long. And while some sections will be in tunnels, I want other sections to be exposed. Let's just try to get some of this messed up. It's hard because with a pickaxe like this, it just mines with one click, so you gotta be careful to get the appropriate, I don't know, not to overmine the blocks you don't want to. See, like with one click, you actually mine 2 blocks sometimes. Also, it appears there is some other pathway. This looks like a cave area. Let's investigate. It's just some little pocket. Alright, we don't need this section. We'll just cover it up. Like the atrocities our empire has committed. Atrocities? What atrocities? We are a pure and just empire, definitely. And I got rid of one of these. Oops. So yeah, now comes just the basic part. This is gonna probably be a long-term project, honestly. So in the meantime, I have something I want to talk about. If you remember from yesterday's stream, there is a section where we were talking about a possible server. Also, Thunder. If it wasn't recorded, it never happened. Yeah, that's the case. But yesterday we were talking about the possibility for bringing back a server. And that got me thinking about, you know, I had the idea where if it was possible to turn this server, or this world into a server, and if we did that, that would, like, allow us to do some other stuff. Like, we could actually make a, what's the word? We can make provincial governors and things like that. Which would be an interesting thought, and, you know, everyone could be assigned to a city. But, of course, there would be a few problems to a plan like that. One, you need to make sure that people would be willing to stay on a longer term. Two, you'd actually have to know how to set it up, because I don't entirely know how to do that sort of thing. Because I've never actually set up a Minecraft server before. And three, is that you'd have to you'd have to make sure, you know, to prevent griefing, and that's kind of hard to do. You either have to have people you trust, or just a whitelist with the server. Probably a whitelist, but like that and some other stuff. Just making sure that, I don't know, it'd be tough. But I'm thinking if it would be possible, that could, you know, make it pretty fun, because then we could have, you know, channel viewers actually participate in this sort of thing, which would be nice to, you know, maybe even for channel growth. It's just something to consider, I guess. But if enough people were interested, we could try to, like, figure out how to get this idea to go further, that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know if we go full 2BTT, honestly. That ain't exactly what I had in mind. Although now I realize right here, the way I built the staircase, I kind of want this to be a branch off the main path? I could just expand this part of the staircase to be 4 wide. You join the server? Oh yeah, it's good to get, to gauge the interest people would have with it. Of course, I'd also have to figure out if there's so many things I'd have to figure out, like plugins and other stuff. Because it would be nice to make backups of the server periodically, so if there was something bad that happened, we could, like, roll back to a different time. But, I don't know how possible it would be to make that easily, you know? I'm just trying to, what's the word? Future-proof, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Because we have plenty of cities. Here, if you want, like, I can pull up that list again. Like, I have coordinates for a bunch of towns. Like, of course, there's Kufmal, Jamestown, Uxban, New Grothgar. There's another unnamed one, or one we haven't even been to. There's Slough, there's Carhio, Fort Jennings, Prometheus, Reeves, Ferropolis, Ravagand, Cathuria, Sandcliff, Cape Lookout, another undiscovered one, another undiscovered one, Demopan, another unnamed one, another unnamed one. So many. Jeez. I may be stupid, but at least I'm not dumb. Fair enough. But yeah, that's one of the reasons is, you know, we need to be able to quickly go between these cities, and that's one reason I want to have the this network here we're building, this underground, not railway network like last time, but just a walkway that can be used to somewhat safely traverse through the Nether. and signposts so people can figure out where to go easily. So if we want to adapt this to the main pathway, we would have to add on from the sides. So something like this. I don't really care too much for how pretty it looks as long as it's functional. I know I had like metal for signposts and stone bricks for other things, but you know, as long as it's functional. Oh, I keep placing these on the wrong step every time. There we go. So yeah, this we haven't made too much progress so far, but I kind of expected it to be a little slow going. It'll be easier once we get out on the open areas though, because right now we're just getting this main staircase section. I may even need to make maps of this sort of thing. We could even add like a section of the Discord that is dedicated to this, dedicated to the server. If I did, like, make it into a server and start subdividing things, I wonder how I'd, you know, dish out, because I would be the... Ooh, I fell through a hole. I remember making that hole, too, and thinking, ooh, I shouldn't fall through that. So let's be careful and not fall through it again. We almost did. Well, that makes me wonder, because I would have to find ways to, set up how that works, and I'd have to distribute provinces among people. So, and of course, if we did do it, I'd make sure that people would be long-standing members of the channel. We wouldn't just give every random person who walks in a province. It would just be like, you know, you get a province as a reward for loyalty to the channel. I really am sounding like an emperor, aren't I? I'm really letting such a small amount of power go to my head, huh? Gotta feed that ego, I guess. One way or another. But, yeah, so... I gotta make sure that I roll out the infrastructure carpet for the new people, though. Also, you're stuck. I'm laughing at you because you're stuck. I need to make sure I have enough lighting in here as well. It's kind of dark. There we go. And then I'm debating whether or not to have this lead anywhere, or just to block it off. Because I wonder what's over here. Like, let's explore for a little bit. I want to see what the hell is over here, because I forgot where a lot of this stuff led. I'm pretty sure this is just for exploration. Like, I have no clue where this goes. These both apparently have, like, you can see there's staircases leading all over the place. So, and there's a portal right there. I don't know where that portal leads. We'd have to expand parts of the highway everywhere, you know? I may do some of this on my own as well, but I also realized I got dropped. I thought I was done with one of my college classes for the summer, but they just dropped 2 big assignments like on the last week, and we're still in the middle of a group project. So it's 2 assignments and a group project, so I may take more time than I thought I would for that sort of thing. So I don't know how much progress would get done in a time like that, but still. Oh well. So what I've decided to do with this staircase is I'm going to relocate it, because I'm going to leave the hole in the roof. And maybe we'll do something else with it later, but for now, I just want this one main highway, and we'll have, like, offshoots going in other places, like an actual road, you know? For example, there's an offshoot here, and it goes pretty much nowhere. It's just a little tunnel off to some other place. I will, though, attempt to get some of this quartz so I can get the XP, because I need the XP to mend my pickaxe. So if we're lucky, maybe we'll find ourselves some like nether gold or things like that as well. And since my pickaxe has mending, that's what I'm mainly using for the repair function. Plus, I mean, we get more quartz, and if we get more quartz, we can make fancier buildings. For example, the nether portal building in New Jennings is made out of quartz, and it looks like a Greco-Roman temple. So, now let's see where I would want this section to be. If I wanted to expand it this way, I definitely need to make this section wider. So that's what I want here. Ooh, give me that. Give me the quartz. And I want it surrounded on all sides by netherrack for protection. Because again, for a trade to flourish, we'll need that sort of thing. You know, it would be cool, especially if we had like governors and things like that. You could see regional trade, like actual regional trade developing and caravans or minecarts or something like that going between provinces, and each province would trade for resources. Like and I could set up a market at the Imperial Treasury. We'll have like an Imperial market for other goods, since, you know, that sort of thing. That would be cool. Like, imagine like an interconnected market for the Empire that has actual people using it. You know, think about that. That would be amazing. Because I love like Imperial logistics and things like that. Wow. I may make a channel dedicated to that sort of thing in the Discord, just if it would be possible. So. Now, of course, this staircase here, actually, there may not be a need for it at all. We could just demolish the whole staircase, and the reason I'm thinking about that is this section here that leads to that bridge, we could just connect from a separate area. Like, if we tunneled out straight forward from here to see where this goes. See, it brings us right onto this plateau. So since we did that, there's literally no need for those two staircases, so we can just demolish them. We don't need them. So let's do that. Let's clean this up. Because one of the things that would mess up another highway like this is too many branching paths that make no sense. So that's one of the things I want to clear up. Just like irrelevant, redundant paths. So let's get rid of this landmark, this suspiciously shaped landmark, and then we'll fill in this hole. And I'll reuse the stairs, definitely. I need the stairs. I've used this path for a long time, but we don't need it now. In fact, this reform should have been done a long time ago. This was long in the making. Although, should we make the ceiling 3 high? I have a feeling we should, just so people can sprint jump. Yeah, there are Endermen here, but like, if you can't fight off an Enderman, do you deserve to travel in the Nether? That was a little harsh, but I mean, I'm standing by that point. If you really need it, we could put slabs, but I don't know, that's dumb. Take it like a man. Person. Take it like an imperial citizen. If you don't have a piece of gold armor while you're in the Nether, I mean, do you deserve to explore the Nether? Why can't we can pay taxes in video games? I don't know if the Imperial City would take a tax, because as soon as the Imperial City starts collecting a tax from its citizens, you know they're going to start revolting. So I don't think the Imperial Crown here, if we did make a server, I don't think the Imperial Crown would take any taxes. We just have a trade network. I guess that if the Imperials did have a tax, it would be a communal project. It's basically, instead of having a resource tax, it would be like, Every governor needs to help contribute to a communal infrastructure project or something like that. Or like, y'all need to help build a railroad or help build part of the Nether Highway. I think that would be like a fun alternative to like some dumb actual taxes. Something like that. And again, I need to start collecting these ideas and writing them down, and then once I do make that channel in the Discord server, who knows? Because I really want to do this. I just need to work with people who know how to. That's the problem. So we're just going to be filling in more and more here. That's why I want the cobblestone. The cobblestone is important because it, you know, just shows a clear path of this is where you need to go. Oh, come on. You're going to be stuck down there, aren't you? Come on, jump up. There we go. Because then I'd have to kill you, and if I had to kill you, I'd make all your buddies mad. It's funny that half of the Imperial gold reserves come from the Nether. Probably more than half of the Imperial, like 80% of the Imperial gold reserves just come from, you know, gold taken from mobs in the Nether. Let me just get rid of some of these stone landmarks since they're not necessary anymore. They'd just be misdirecting people. And we will take down this section of the wall. Well, not wall, but the staircase here, since it's not necessary. You know what would be cool, though? Something fancy. What if I just, like, built, out of stone brick, I'd build, like, an entrance to the tunnel. Like, a cool-looking entryway. Right here. Yeah, that'd look cool. Just like a little simple archway as a tunnel entrance. Torches on either side. There we go. That looks better. Look at that. See, that looks so much better. We'll put torches on some of the walls in here. Make it brighter. There we go, it's looking so much better. Nether is cool, but it isn't yellow enough. I think jumping in the lava would make it extra yellow. Well, actually, that would be more of an orange. I don't know about that. You know, that is a smart idea, though. Nerd, you gave me an idea for the highway. Since I am working on the Nether Highway right now, what if we color-coded it? Like, every few blocks or so, there'd be, like, a block of, maybe not wool, but, like, concrete. Like, a block of colored concrete. And each section of the highway would be a different color, and that would, you know, help tell. We could make, like, a map, almost like a metro map of the city. Or the empire. And my music stopped. Quit auto-pausing, YouTube. There we go. But yeah, and I've been discussing, Nerd, I've been discussing more about the concept of the server, like the Kufmal as a server, that sort of idea. And the more I talk about it, the more excited I get for it, so I'm thinking about actually doing that, if I can figure out how to. And the reason I'm using slabs is just, you know, to save a bit of material. Oops. Oops. Wait a minute. Did I just tunnel down there? I think I've been here before, but yeah. I think I've been here before, but it's nice to have like a little entryway. I don't know. Gotta be careful so I don't fall to my death again. Fumo. Oh, welcome, No Can See. Yes, I do have Fumo in the background. Actually, one of them is a Marisa Fumo, but the other is a Magi. It's not an actual Fumo. That's the battle cruiser Amagi. So, let's see. We'll get rid of this block. I'll move the sign. I'm pretty sure this is the Carhio portal. Let's check it. Let's check in this portal, see where it leads. This is the Carhio portal. And there's a pigman here. As you can see, it's nighttime right now, so let me find a house in one of these places. This isn't a house, this is a workshop. This isn't a beach, this is a bathtub. Alright, this is my house now. You got your friend to join the stream? Oh, is that him? No can see, is that him? But if so, welcome. If not, still welcome. And as you can see, oh, how the hell did you get here? Get out of here. You're not welcome here. Do you have your passport? Oh, that's funny. Okay, that's pretty damn funny. That guy wasn't holding a potato, so that meant he dropped a potato when he died in a zombie. But since I killed him with a flaming sword, it turned it into a baked potato. Well, there's my food. Let's just eat up. Oh my. Imagine if you were like killing zombies to try to get a potato since you didn't have any, and as soon as you get one, your sword cooks it into a cooked one anyway. Wow. But as you can see with Carhio, I kind of was going for a sort of like a city where people kept building on top of the other buildings. Sort of like a Kowloon walled city vibe, where you could see like all these are different houses that got built on top of, and even if you walk up this staircase here to all these buildings, we have a Shrektist Christian church here to the worship of Shrek, just sitting on top of some buildings. And then we have the Shremple right here, the Shrek Temple, of course, which I show off in like half the videos in this series. But Carhio is probably the second most populated city in the Empire, so I've been slowly adding on to it throughout the time, but I think if I did start giving out provinces, if this was part of a server, I think Carhio would remain an Imperial province, like owned by the Imperial government, just because of how its like proximity to... I think if, as Emperor, I would keep 3 provinces and give the rest to the governors. The 3 provinces I would keep would be the capital city of Kufmal, this city of Carhio, and the city of Fort Jennings, just because of the investment I put into those 3 specifically. And I have put some development into the others, but I think all the others would just be fine to allow the provincial governors to take control of. My friends call me crazy for this, but this is how I build as well, less detailed. Dripped out city. I try. And of course, the people here haven't seen the capital city. I don't want every single episode of this to turn into me showcasing the Empire, because then nothing would get done. But for those of you who are just joining for the first time, I encourage you to look back into the other episodes. You can go in my channel, in the search bar in my channel. This is a series. I need to add this to the playlist afterwards, but there should be a playlist on my channel that has every episode of the series, and that covers the birth of the Empire from the start of just Kufmal itself, the capital city, to the creation of the 20, like the expansion of the Empire to the 20 plus cities we have today. So I tried really hard to, you know, make it a big empire, so. And since this is the entrance to Carhio, I want to have it surrounded, I guess, to where it's just surrounded in stone. And at least on the base of the portal, to make it safe to, you know, get out of. And again, the reason I've just gone full Imperial mode here is because I've been watching a lot of, like, Kings and Generals YouTube videos on various empires, and it's gotten me encouraged. So... I just need to figure out, if I am standardizing the road, I would want the bridges to have 5 wide things, I guess. It may take a while, but still. I'm trying to figure out how else I would want this sort of thing. Like, would have a post here, like every 3 blocks we'd have a something like that. And we'd have walls in between, like wall blocks. Maybe something like that would work. I don't know if it'd just be cobblestone instead. Maybe just cobblestone, so we can save on the stone bricks. We're gonna run out of cobblestone soon, but we can get a lot of that easily. I need to get more slabs as well. Is it multiplayer? I'm planning on making this a server at one point. I've been pipe dreaming and talking with people. This has been a single-player server the whole time, or just a single-player world, but I've been planning on either working with some people or figuring out myself eventually. I'm still busy with college stuff, but maybe at some point I could actually get this figured out to where it could turn into a server. And once someone is a member, or at least a sub of the channel, and I recognize them in a lot of streams, like, they can build trust, and then once they build enough trust and are in enough streams, I could maybe reward that by, you know, giving them a province. And by a province, I mean one of the many villages that I found. Because this seed has a ton of underwater monuments, which I've never explored, has a ton of shipwrecks which I've pillaged, a ton of temples that I've explored, like with river adventures and other streams. Again, if you want to skim through some of the other streams I've done, this world has a really rich history. Going back to 2019 is when October of 2019 is when I started this, I think. But, and it's gone through all of this mess, and it has so many villages in it, and I've found and I've named so many of them. And maybe eventually, like, if a village gets big enough, it'll be allowed to be renamed or something, to where the provincial governor will be able to rename it to whatever they want. But yeah, that's the plan, is to, like, reward the provincial governors for their hard work, I guess. This is parts of... Yeah, I haven't updated the playlist recently, so give me time, Thunder, give me time after the stream, and I'll update the playlist and add the missing videos into them. I'll need to figure that out, because, again, since I have kind of left this series on hiatus for a while, that's what sort of happened on that front. But I do want to, you know, restore that, so... I'll actually fill in some of the walls here so I don't have to place any other blocks. Another thing I do want to do is end up filling a bit more of this and putting some walls around it, just because there is an edge you can fall off here. I want this to be a safe sort of landing area. Kind of like a 3x3 radius around it. Because again, you don't want an unlucky ghast shooting you off of here, and if you want good infrastructure, you need to make sure the people have they don't fall off everywhere. Oh, I hear a ghast. I see a ghast. Ka-chow. There we go. And then we'll just place some walls here, make it a bit safer. And I will continue this. And again, if I do end up going with this concept, I can have people help with the highway. Like, maybe one of the requirements for you to earn your province is you need to connect it to the Imperial highway system. That would be one of the requirements for gaining your territory. And once you connect it, you know, then you're free to do whatever you want in the city. Trying to text your friend, get him to talk, but he's being a... You don't have to do that. You don't have to, like, proselytize. I don't even know how to say that. You don't need to proselytize for the channel or anything. I'm not asking that, dude. But, up to you, I guess. Again, it's just... This is all for shits and giggles. And I don't know the speed at which things will happen, just because school is getting crazy again, and I do have a job, like I mentioned before, so it's about balancing, you know, all that other stuff, work life, that balance, that mess. There we go. That looks a bit better. Actually, I don't like the way these walls are stacked. If I can just delete this block, that'll make the walls look better. There we go. My friend said it sounded like Michael Cera. Who is Michael Cera? I don't know who Michael Cera is. I've never heard that name before. Ask your friend who Michael Cera is. I'll admit, while I won't say I have a speech impediment, I do stutter sometimes. It's just me trying to figure out what words I want to say, I guess. So I'm not like the most smooth talking guy out there. It's just, whatever. Now at this point, I need to figure out how I want this side part to go. Because of course we got to make sure that... I may make this part a bridge? Maybe there's another skeleton up there. Would I want this? I may actually turn this from a staircase into a bridge. Just to make it more efficient. Going straight across and then it just go up and reach that plateau. Sort of. That way it would be less terrain, less hilly terrain to follow. But it would take a while since, you know, you have a 3-wide walking path and you have another section as well. Jimmy, go to the bathroom. You're shit. That's an infamous video right there. I don't know who doesn't know what that video is. Cardio. Bam. There's the sign. The infamous Jimmy... What game was he playing? Was it like Mafia 3 or something? I forgot what game he was playing for that video. Ooh, surprise lava, I guess. Let's cover that up. Wasn't it GTA 4? I don't know. I don't remember what game he was playing. Oh! Rude, I'm working on that! Rude! Wait, can I hit them back? I forgot. Can I hit these back? Yes, I can. I want to get a good shot on him. One time I hit one back, no, I shot an arrow and it hit the arrow I shot hits the fireball at the ghast. Oh, like that, but the fireball when it got hit actually went back and hit the ghast, so. Oh, another one? There we go. Ooh, ghast here. How many arrows did I use? Smack it back. Grab his dick and twist it. Give him the old twist. Florida man. No, one misconception that people have about Florida man. Oh, look, see, this is why we need a stable path. This is why we need a path that isn't netherrack. Because look at the destruction that is in this place now. But one misconception people have about Florida man is that Florida man is a person. Florida man isn't a person. Florida man is a state of being, sort of like a primal urge that takes over every Floridian in a time of great need. Florida man is a trait of necessity that does not last forever. It's a spirit that hops from person to person when their need is greatest, and that's when you know things are getting real. Because when the going gets tough, the Florida man gets going. Gas. Dang gas messing up my property. So as you can see, it's going to take a lot of work for this. So, while I'm going to try my best to get a basis for the highway system set up, I'm going to need the help of provincial governors. So if any of the people watching right now who are longtime members of the channel, if any of you all know like how to do that, like tips about setting up stuff, because again, the last server that this channel had, the one we shut down, that was Pleb's doing. Pleb did that. And he used a third-party free hosting service, and the problem with that is that it caused lag. And if we did want to make this place a server, since this world is so massive in size, it would need its own dedicated server, and that would probably have to be a paid one, and I'd be willing to pay for it. For the enjoyment I get out of it, I would be willing to pay for a server. I just need to figure out how to do it, how to get plugins, the plugins I need for it, because I have no experience with Minecraft server stuff, so... That would be what I would have to do, basically. One thing I think would be good is to have a crafting table right where this section is. Just right next to Carhill, permanently. I don't know. But that's enough. That's all the work we can do for now. So let's head back. Head back to Kufmal, and we'll probably resupply. Any of you all remember when we were streaming this back in the glory days? Do you all remember? Oh, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of something specific. Shoot, why is it eluding me now? I remember all the temples we built back then and all the influence we had on some of the temples, but I'm trying to remember something specific. Yeah, I don't know. Well, for one, I remember all the times I died. In fact, I want to go to the tool graveyard, because I remember back when I died before, I made a little graveyard for all my old tools that were lost. And I think that graveyard is inside the Pyramid of the Winds, or the Pyramid of Flight. I forgot which one it was. But, yeah. Yeah, we definitely need to smoothen out parts of the highway closer to here. Because this little fortress area is the main portal to the city. Cascadia. I remember Cascadia, but, and the yellow, but no, it'll come back to me eventually, what I'm thinking of. I'll need to actually just make this part of this part look better as well, because if we're gonna have a main nether route, I don't know. This may be a private. This may actually, I may make this portal and this cave system under here, I may make this an Imperial only. This is gonna be for the royal, for like an Emperor only portal, and I'll have the public portal that actually has the infrastructure and the highway connecting it. The public portal will be the giant-ass portal on top of the Nether Pyramid. Because, I mean, think of how fitting that is. There's a giant portal at the top of the Nether Pyramid, and if you want to get to the other cities, you have to make your pilgrimage up there and pay your respects to the gods that be that protect you in the Nether, you know? Kind of like, if you don't go to the Nether from the Nether Temple and the one up there, you just, yeah, I don't know, something like that. We have so many. I wish there was like an established system for like turning trash items into something slightly useful in Minecraft. Like, I know a lot of stuff has the EMC system in mods, but I don't know. And as you can see right here, this is the agricultural district of the city, where all the farmland is right here. Even though usually the food and the agriculture is on the outskirts of the city. I mean, at one time this was the outskirts of the city, but it's obviously grown around it. And we've expanded the farmlands wherever we can, basically. Oh, fell in the canal here. Oh, wait a minute, the bottom of this canal isn't finished. We're gonna have to get... Ooh, almost jumped on the pumpkins there. We're gonna have to get a lot more cobblestone. I thought we had... Oh, I know where we have more, chat. Chat, I know where we have more cobblestone. I'm pretty sure we have a ton in Fort Jennings. So let's put some of this away, and then we'll head to Fort Jennings and see if we can resupply there. Because I don't want to exhaust the reserves of this city. Let's create a giant carnival. Oh, that's a good idea, King. I like that. Where, like, once we do have the server set up, we can have ideas, bounce things around. We can have like a big carnival get together with games and trading and things like that, and it would be an event that the server hosts. Seriously. Alright, when this stream ends, I have other school stuff as well to do today, but when the stream ends, I want to see if I can create a Discord channel in our server. And again, if you haven't, there's a link in the description of the stream to join our Discord server. I will make a channel dedicated to the concept of turning this thing into a server. And of course, if we do that, we'll have to make sure we have whitelists. I'll need to establish a whitelist so I can, you know, make sure only people who I trust get in. And to earn the trust to get on the server, you'd have to be with us for a while. I'd have to recognize your name, that sort of thing. Since that's the benefit. I am a small YouTuber. And I like being a small YouTuber because I can actually forge more personal relationships with the people that watch the streams and watch my videos. So, who's Jennings though? The reason I named it Fort Jennings is pretty complicated. Fort Jennings is named after the Jennings-class battlecruiser I made it from the depths, which is in turn named after the old United States Senator William Jennings Bryan, who was a candidate in multiple elections but never got elected back like in the 1930? I don't know when he was running. 30, 40, 50, something like that. No, it was like 1800s. Never mind. I don't know. He's the guy that made the Cross of Gold speech, if you've ever learned about that in U.S. history, if you're a student in the Americas. If you've heard of that speecherino. I don't know why I named the ship after Jennings Bryan. I just like thought, sometimes people name ships after senators, right? So I just picked a senator. And I picked one that I knew for being semi-obscure. Where did I put my gas tiers? There they are. Okay. And where did I put my various nether spoils? I gotta organize the Imperial Treasury, man. This is pretty disorganized. There it is. You know, I'm just gonna toss all the netherrack into a random chest. Here, let me just make a trash chest or something. Chest, there we go. Here, the dock here will just have trash in it. So now let's head to Fort Jennings and we'll see what we can do. Sniper Gaming. Sniper Gaming. Sniper's a good job, mate. Minecraft is real Engineer Gaming. It's too bad Engineer Gaming kind of, you know, died off as a meme. Oh well. Destroy the netherrack on a cactus. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, I'll do that later. Good idea, nerd. I forgot you could destroy things with cactuses. Anyway, let's head up to Fort Jennings and see if they have extra cobblestone, because we definitely need to get more infrastructure laid down before I do turn this into a server. It may not work out, like I may not be able to figure out how to do it, but I really want to try. So, we'll see. Yes, a level 3 sentry gun in Minecraft. I remember there was a TF2 mod that was made a long time ago. I think I remember you know, back when I was younger and watched a ton of mod showcases some people had made, I had watched more like a TF2 mod, and one of them had like engineer buildings, like a teleporter and stuff like that, and a sentry gun and a dispenser, that sort of thing. But that was like, you know, back in 2012 and things like that, so. Pretty sure this is the one to Fort Jennings. Ooh. See, this is why we need the infrastructure. Everything keeps getting shot up by gas. And they need to label it better. Oh god. Yep, this is it. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the little mini temple building, and that is what houses the nether portal here. Of course, we are in the walled city of Fort Jennings. For those of you who haven't seen Fort Jennings before, I'm going to head up here and show you. Oh, there's an Enderman. Do we have water nearby? Every time I see an Enderman, I think, do we have water nearby? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Did I piss you off? Yes, I pissed you off. Alright, here we go. Every time I see an Enderman, I'm like, alright, am I near water? Come on. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Gotcha. Ooh, 3 pearls. Hell yeah. 3 for the price of 1, Grandma. But yeah, for those of you who haven't seen the grand walls of Fort Jennings, I will show you the reason why I want this to stay in Imperial Province once I turn this into a server. Because I have pumped so much work and effort into this city specifically. And I lost this city at one point. This was a lost city, and I spent actual episodes trying to find it, and I actually overshot the city by a long space. And I had to actually finally double back and find a city again. So, let's head to the top floor of the main keep. This is obviously the keep building of the city. I haven't actually fully built it out, but still. But yeah, this is the grand walls of Fort Jennings that I put a lot of effort into. Do I have Borderlands 2? Yes, but it's been a long time since I played it, and I don't really have any interest in playing it anymore. But I did have it at one point. But it's been like, I think, 2017, 20-something when I played it. And of course, for those of you who've never seen the city before, all of the towers here and gates of the city are designed like an actual castle. Like they have murder holes and pits. Like if you watch Shadiversity, that YouTube channel, basically after watching all of his videos, I built this, and like all of the gatehouses have different things. They have trapdoors and stuff. And that's a village over there. I forgot which village that was, but that'll be probably one of the villages that gets turned into an Imperial Province city for someone. But yeah, I made like a double-walled section. All the gatehouses have their own separate entrances and exits on both sides, that sort of thing. Put a lot of effort into this place. Okay, let's see if I can make the jump. Whoop. Ooh, I almost missed. Haha. I almost missed the jump. And let me quickly go into the live chat again. But yeah, I tried making a little map of the city here. At first, I considered naming the city Shangri-La, just because I had lost it for a while. And Shangri-La is like a good lost city name, but oh well. So this is the Treasury of Fort Jennings, or at least the warehouse room. It doesn't have the most resources, but actually it doesn't have as many cobblestone resources as I thought it did, but we'll borrow some of it. 2012, when people think the world was going to end. Maybe, actually, I believe that the world did end in 2012. We're just living in hell right now. I'm just kidding, still. Semi-kidding. If I head all the way down here, did I make this a full strip mine? Maybe I did. Oh, I think I did make this a full strip mine. I have my own little catacombs down here. Oh my god, I have quite the catacombs here. Okay. That is a lot of catacombs. This may rival... Actually, is this the main catacombs, or am I thinking of somewhere else? Because I actually, yeah, I think this is the main set of catacombs down here, because this whole strip mine I had made. Because I thought I did this under the capital city, but I don't think I did. I think I did a majority of the mining here. And then I discovered ravines and stuff that I explored. So yeah, turns out we did quite a good amount of mining here. Figured you would get an unbiased opinion on this. The cat indeed has a comb, though. The yoinky splinky. But what were you gonna say, Kakyoin? God, it's been a long time since I watched JoJo. And it's funny that the one video that's been blowing up on my channel now is one from my old JoJo phase. I was watching all of that. Okay, you said, I'm thinking of making a defense system for my house by making a sticky piston obsidian border wall. Seems overly complicated, but, Because what I am thinking, if I did turn this into a server, and I did give provinces over to the governors for each of them to make a city, I think the only thing I would really want is keep it somewhat themed around classical era empires, like Roman, Venetian, Mayan, just classical era empires. And I'd be pretty lenient with that, so you could probably do something like that. And because, you know, obsidian, a lot of the Mesoamerican peoples mined a ton of obsidian. They made so many tools out of obsidian. It was a very, you know, I don't know what the term is, if it was sharp or hardness. But yeah, they made a lot of big obsidian tools, so. If I did turn this into a server, my only real restriction on building would be make it classical era. So. Hit a switch inside the house. Yes, something like that would be pretty cool. Like a neat little defensive idea. And again, every time I'm in Fort Jennings, I say this, but one thing I wish that happened more is I wish that mobs, you know, were a bit more threatening to cities. Like, kind of like the village raids, but like one that's more based off of regular mobs instead of pillagers. Where, you know, you could have actual, like, threats to cities, or like groups of mobs would try to infiltrate the walls. The main thing is, like, what if creepers blew, like, during these specialized raids or whatever, creepers could blow up without seeing a player? Like, they could somehow detect where walls are at their weakest point and, like, try to blow them down to allow coordinated attacks by mobs into a city. Because, again, the main thing that restricts Minecraft stuff with that is line of sight. And as long as you can control line of sight and blocking with blocks, it's very easy to, you know, make an extremely effective defense and not have to worry about mobs ever again. But, like, come on. You know, kind of like piglins or something. Like, maybe have nether invasions or something, where there would be a temporary portal and a bunch of, like, piglins would come out and they'd try to raid everything. And I don't know, something like that. Just something to make it harder to, like, a threat to established cities, that sort of thing. I know I'm going on a bit of a rant, but, like, wait a minute, what? What? What is this? Oh, this is, what is this? For a second I thought, like, wait, can there be nether portals underground? But I guess this is just an underground pool? Yeah, it looks like just an underground pool. Just an isolated layer of water. You want to make a blue palace? Or blue You talking about Skyrim? Is that what I'm thinking of? The blue palace? Skyrim? I never completed Skyrim, but is that what you're referencing, nerd? I forgot. Or are you not referencing anything? But So can we make St. Petersburg? You could turn your city, if you want a coastal town, I could give you a coastal town. You could make that as St. Because, you know, as long as it doesn't look modern. I don't want people building modern skyscrapers. That's the thing. I'd allow that. If you want to build something that looks like St. Petersburg, maybe don't make it like an exact replica of the city, but like, yeah, that would be fine. Something that looks like, you know, Imperial Russian St. Petersburg-esque, that sort of thing. As long as it doesn't look completely modern, you know? So, yeah. Go ahead, honestly, if that is the case. Not referencing anything, you just have an idea. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't say Yellow Palace, but yeah, I'd be pretty lenient, honestly. As long as it's just not skyscrapers, I'm pretty damn lenient with what I would allow, so. Again, you all can tell how excited I am for this idea. You all can tell. I really want this to happen. And so, I just want to, you know, give a chance for those who, you know, who stayed with the channel for a while. I want to give them a little playground that they can do stuff in. Problem with the last Minecraft server we had, well, is one, the lag, and two, it's just people, there wasn't that much of a sense of community because it was less for everyone on the channel and more for just a specific small group of people, and some of them happened to be watching the channel. It's just, because I don't want everyone who just stumbles across the channel playing on the server that I'm talking about creating. You know, it needs to be a place you earn a spawn on for being a loyal member of the channel and being around there for a while, and then once you contribute enough, you'll get a little province there to do whatever you want with. It's just sort of like a second hub for the channel and the people who, the old guard, I'd say. The old guard of the channel, in a way. Let's see. Let's put some of this stuff away, because I don't want to carry all this extra crap with me. I do want to continue work on the Nether. Where am I putting all this? Close enough. Where do I put my wood? Yeah, I'll just keep it on me. That should be enough for now. It should be yellow. Thanks for reminding me. Nice. But yeah, you all discuss a little bit. Y'all don't mind, I am gonna hit the be right back button, because I am gonna use the facilities, I guess, because, you know, I can't stream for forever without needing to do stuff. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute or two. I leave for like 3 minutes and you all are already talking about dumb stuff in the chat. I am disappointed in you all. Oh well. Let me get back to gaming. Here we are again. Mental gem. But, yeah, nerd. Really? Girardi. Yeah, Girardi moment. You know, that's what we need in a mod for a TF2 mod for Minecraft. That's the most necessary block is the Girardi. Here, let me go ahead and get to Schlep. Actually, wait a minute. They're still andesite. I don't want to bring the andesite with me. But yeah, I actually lit up the entire inside of the city walls, so there shouldn't be any mobs in the city. Even the inside of the walls, if you go to the inside of Fort Jennings, the inside of the walls are lit up too. And of course you can look out from the gatehouse. There's no need. I just want to be able to test the city's defenses, damn it. Give me a challenge that tests the defenses I built. Like a Minecraft tower defense game. I'm pretty sure there are mods for that, but still. I don't really mess with mods too much though. Especially servers. Servers with mods just complicate things, because as soon as you make a server with mods, it like decreases the amount of people who would be able to figure out how to get onto it by like 75%. So it's better to just keep it simple, stupid. So for this portal here, let's make the base of it out of cobble. The city of Kabul in, what was that, Afghanistan? I don't know. I kind of want each portal to have like a 3-block layer around it of cobblestone. Wait, why am I not using slabs? Return the slab. Here, I'll use slabs for the rest. Hello, random piglin. So yeah, let's just build up the rest of this. This is important to Kufmal culture because it's yellow. Obvious answer, nerd. Because it's yellow. Me and the boys getting kidney failure. It's a TF2 reference. Alright, no, I can't go. I'm busy right now. I'm busy making piss. Oh, hello, sir. How about you not do that? There you go. Hey, that's pretty good. Again, all the more reason to make a highway, so we don't have to deal with your shenanigans blowing up the infrastructure. Cobblestone is immune, right? Cobblestone's immune to gas blasting. Gas blast. No, stop. No, stop thinking. I know what you're thinking. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Don't make me get out the horny stick. I will bonk you. I will bonk you. No questions asked. Next thing you know, Girardi is the standard greeting. Manko is making millions. Oh god. Yeah, people would be changing their clothes all the time. Didn't someone last stream mention that, like, some people use urine to wash their clothes or something? You know, you can make soap. It's not that hard to make soap. Soap making process is actually kind of interesting. If you're a nerd. No. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Now we got a decent amount of building material here. Joke's on you, I don't think ever. Yeah, no thoughts, head empty. No think for today. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time to finish this highway. That's why I'm really thinking about having the governors help with construction projects like the highway as instead of taxes. Just, you know, group building projects. We'd also need, maybe one of the tasks would be maintenance, like just routine maintenance of the highway in case like other things happen to damage it. I don't know. Kind of like maintaining the nether highways in 2B2T. But I don't think I have the obsidian to make it all obsidian highways, so. It's my way or the highway. Life is a highway, I'm gonna drive it all night long. Making soap is expensive, Girardi is free. Wait a minute, don't you only need like animal fat or something? Wait, ingredients in soap. Animal fat, lye, and distilled water. Wait a minute, I wanna look. Just get me the ingredients, damn it. Yeah, lye, distilled water, and animal fat. But I mean, then again, you could just use piss. Because that's always the answer. Piss is always the answer, I guess. Reading up on soap lore. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can hear that video. You know the let me pause this. You know the lore memes where it's just like the remix of somebody that I used to know? Here, let me pull up the audio example. Yeah, like this. You've heard this before, right? This remix is used in those like lore comparison memes. But the thing is, there is one version I've been listening to for the past week that I've been obsessed with. Because apparently someone made it with an Ace Combat song. So let me pull up the Ace Combat version. Just with Latin music from Ace Combat, and it was just amazing. So yeah, I've been listening to that mix and the original song the whole time now. Especially when I've been playing Empire Total War. I listen to that a lot while playing Empire Total War. Anyway. Gray's Girardi standard greetings canon. But you need an equivalent. What would be a Minecraft equivalent for Girardi? The first thing I think of is a bottle of enchanting, but it's really hard to get those. That would be, you couldn't use that as a greeting because of how rare bottles of enchanting are. So in that case, what would we use for a greeting instead of to simulate piss? Would it just be a potion? We could have people do potions, because one thing, if you want to be a merchant in this server, one thing that will always be high in demand is potion making. Because a lot of times that's sort of a tedious process, and not everyone would want to make their own potions. So you could make potions of, I don't know, fire resistance or something that look like piss and just throw them at people. Kufmalians throwing piss. No, don't say Yifmal. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. No, stop. Bad. Horny stick. Bonk. Girardi lore versus soap lore remix. Bottle of water dyed yellow. Can you just dye water? Maybe in like, I don't know, the other Bedrock, but lore, why would anyone play Bedrock Edition? Imagine playing Bedrock now. But, yeah, let me mine this. I need extra stone. So yeah, definitely after the stream tonight, one, I want to start streaming Kufmal more often, and two, I want to get this ideas about the server up and running, so. We'll see what happens. Here, let me get a different song. This song's been going on for a while. Yeah, let's get the Underground Railroad song. Here we go. Let's do quiet. Yeah, close enough. Because for some reason I've just been completely obsessed with Toho music. And again, I have Fumos behind me, so it makes sense why. I'll definitely try working on this a bit more after. Try working on the highway a bit more after the stream, just to get more basic infrastructure set up, because I know this isn't the most exciting thing to watch. I just want to like discuss more about this with you guys while I'm doing it, since I have a semi-captive audience right now. Yeah, you're legally not allowed to leave the stream. No, but I want to bounce ideas off you guys, is what I'm saying. Play from the Devs OST. I may add some stuff from it to the stream playlist, because this is just a stream music playlist and half of it's Toho, so, oh well. I don't know, if I find other stuff I like, I'll add it to the playlist as I see it. But, nope, that's not where I wanted to place that block. Y'all, because I'm thinking another idea is just to keep people engaged with the server. Once I do have provincial governors, every month, the Emperor would go around, I'd be the Emperor, we'd go around and have a City of the Month contest, something like that, or like every 2 weeks we'd have like a City of the Month or something like that, where I'd tour every city and things added to it, and based off of who, you know, makes the most lavish enhancements to their city, they get like that title bestowed upon them, and there'll be like a prize for it each time, that sort of thing. Just, you know, because imagine it, like, if we want the server to be successful for a while, you want, like, friendly competition. Of course, since it's one empire, we won't have wars with people or anything, because that would be unproductive, but still. Yours wins every week. Well, maybe it would. Maybe it will win every week, but that's up to you and the amount of effort you want to put in versus everyone else on the server, so... And again, it's ideas like this that I want to write down. Here, actually, let me write down some while I'm thinking about them. Let me pull out that notepad I had. So, server ideas. I'm going to write down the carnival that you mentioned earlier. Carnival of Yellow, maybe. Carnival of Yellow. And then we have the City of the Month. We have the... public works projects that people would be encouraged to work on instead of like a regular tax. Because who the hell wants to pay taxes? Especially on a Minecraft server. Who the hell would want to pay tax? Just instead, hey, you're going to help maintain the highway. So I'm going to write that down. If people have any other good ideas, I'll write them down as the stream goes on. Because again, I want to get ideas, bounce them around. You all are my think tank, basically. In the too many items mod, you can make custom potions. You can make yellow potions of weakness. Oh, that's interesting. Literal piss potions. Ones that make you take more damage, literally. You could make an actual Girardi. That's funny. But again, if we do make a server, it won't have mods in it. Because again, if you add mods, it's just going to make it harder for some people to get through, or make it more complicated, and I want as many people as we can get from the old guard on here. So this would just be, again, keeping it simple. Yeah, we've gotten somewhat far, but we still need to get further. You do be thinking, though. So yeah, you can see this is going to take a while to get to all of our places. In fact, I want to see if I can find some of the towns I haven't been to in a while. On the same list I have here, I have coordinates of a bunch of towns. For example, let's pick a town to go to that we haven't gone to in a while. There is one that is the city of... Let's go to... Cathuria. Actually, that one isn't too far. I don't know. What's a town that's pretty far away? Actually, here's some unnamed towns. We're gonna go to one of the unnamed towns I found a long time ago that I marked down months ago. So that is it. Here, I'm gonna tap the coordinates and I'm gonna divide them by 8. Right? Isn't it dividing by 8 to get the Nether Coordinates? So that's... let me just get this, so, and then we have this section of coordinates, and then, let me see if I can head to that place in the Nether. So it'd be this direction, and this direction. Alright, we're gonna have to be trekking here. Ice Road Trucking. Anyone remember that show, Ice Road Truckers, back on the old History Channel? Although, was that History Channel, or was that something else? Because I remember I liked that show as a kid, Ice Road Truckers. Would food be perishable in hell, or would the microbes be tortured too? That's a good thought. I don't know. I think it would still exist. Like, food would still rot, but it would just be slower. Kind of like, instead of being in a refrigerator, it's just in an oven the whole time. So it could go bad, it would just maybe be slower, is what I'm thinking. He's doing the real thinking here, you got the big brain. As you can see, look at how treacherous some of this terrain is. This is why we need a highway system. I've made like all these precarious ways to go through. But yeah, it would be much better to actually have established stone highways. Oh, see? Like that. And that's one reason. Is it up here? I'm pretty sure it's up here. So I'm heading towards the coordinates. Ooh! Oh my. Let's just not do that. Y'all didn't see that? I don't even know where I'm going, because I don't know what height this is at. It may be down, actually, instead of up. That's why I need to find all of these cities and actually get established routes between them. I may just head back to Kufmal instead. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna head back to Kufmal instead. I'll save exploring some of these places and connecting them for later. Because, yeah, this is gonna need some work. This will be a very long-term project. With, like, over 20 cities in the Empire, yeah, you bet your ass it's gonna take a while. Would some people be really big and some without food at all in hell based on what... that sounds like the intro for a, or like the topic for a, not game theory, well, maybe game theory, but also a Vsauce video. Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Where are your fingers? Something like that. Alright, let's see where this portal leads. I think this is the Uxban portal, if I'm not wrong. Let me just carefully sneak around you. No worries, dude, no worries. Ooh, almost fell. Gotta be very careful. Yes, this is. We are in the city of Uxban. This is actually, let's visit where the Great Melon Fire, the Great Yellow Fire started. The Pilgrim's Path of the Lava Pools. If you go back to the first episode of this series, right here, here lies the lava pools that started the Great Yellow Fire of 1019-19. Oh, wow. Yeah, that burned down a good portion of this forest here. A lot of this still bears the scars of the old fire. But yeah, this is the little pilgrimage area that started it all. And of course, next to it we have the Melon Temple. Actually, it's more like the Melon Temple complex, because there's just a variety of smaller temples here on the site. And I tried to make it look like a sort of Indonesian sort of temple area. You can see the melons here. But yeah, you have all these various portions. I really tried to make it look abandoned as much as I could with like various pieces of moss. Ooh, that's a creeper. Ow. Well, let's get away from them. Let me in. Let me in. Ha. You're Vsauce. You can't contain me. Or can you? No, don't set the villagers on fire. Don't set me on fire, you fools. Ow. Did you kill that villager? Rude. So as you can see, let me make sure the music isn't too loud. Yeah, the music's kind of loud. Let me scroll a bit further down to music we haven't heard last time. Here we go. There we go. But yeah, this, as you can see, is the city of Uxban. A lot of it takes inspirations from older European... it's like a mix between the dark oak style European houses of one side, and on the other side it has like the other jungle sort of Indian sort of influences in it. And by Indian I mean like actual continental Indian, not Native American. But yeah, this is the city of Uxban. It's not as big as some of the others, but it is one of the closer ones to the capital city. Oh yeah, I remember. This used to be a house. This used to be a house, and one day I felt like being a maniacal maniac and blew it up. I just blew it up with TNT. For no reason at all. So yeah, if the person that inherits Uxban wants to make this into a memorial site or something, or a memory garden, something like that, I don't know. Almost 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to continue this stream, because I know later tonight I got to get on a group as part of a group project, so we'll see what happens there. Hey, an Enderman. Wait, I get pearls. Where'd you go? I want to piss you off. Yeah, there you go. You're mad. Huh? Get mad. Get mad. I get mad. Mad 'cause bad. Mad 'cause bad. You're bad. You're bad. Where'd you go? Come on. Fight me. Fight me like a man. Come on. Face me. Do it. I dare you. Really? Really? You just left? Rude. But yeah, for the person that does end up inheriting Uxban, as you can see, the port of Uxban is not the largest. It's just this one little wooden dockyard with a pole with a torch on it. Oh, the music's loud. Here. There we go. Humanity is bad. Me, I'm rich. Oh yeah, but the person who does inherit Uxban also inherits this lighthouse. A while ago, I built a lighthouse here as a sort of... This right here was the original dirt lighthouse, but instead I built an actual nice-looking lighthouse as well, with a bridge, a nice wooden bridge leading into the town of Uxban. What if you started a new city from scratch? Well, if anything, what I'm thinking is you would get a province, and I would actually draw borders around each province. I would, like, draw land, and you would get this amount of land around the province. And I'm thinking you can use any of that land for what you want, with the primary goal being, you know, you would either have the original village and build off of it, or make your own village and incorporate the other one into it. But you pretty much have free reign over the territory you have. The main expectations would be that you would cultivate it. You would have to, you know, run farms. I prefer them not to be underground farms, just, you know, because it's cool to see a bunch of fields out in the open, because it looks nice, basically. And if we're going for a classical sort of empire, it would be good to have those sort of fields of crops in the periphery, even if you don't tend to them, as long as they're there. But the main thing would just, you would have more land than just the town itself. You would have land surrounding the town to do what you want with it. For example, the person that gets the province of Uxban would have the town itself, some lands around it, and they would also have this part of the coastline, and it would come with this bridge I built, and it would come with this lighthouse and the keeper's house right here. So here's the Uxban lighthouse and the place for the keeper. Actually, there's not much in here. Here, I'll be generous. There. Now the keeper of Uxban has something. But as you can see, there's the lighthouse. Let's actually climb the lighthouse real quick. Virgin dirt lighthouse versus Chad regular lighthouse. In fact, this cup I'm drinking out of, my parents got it for me when we visited a lighthouse in Georgia last week. So this is a brand new cup for my water. One of you is going to be the royal cupbearer. But yeah, as you can see, this is the lighthouse. There's some glowstone on it. And this is mainly, if you look, the capital city of Kufmal is in that direction, where my cursor is. And I built this lighthouse as a landmark, because it's hard to tell where the city is, since it's kind of inland and hidden by the jungle right there. So I built the lighthouse as a way to direct ships into the port right there, the port of Uxban. So, as you can see, I did build a path into the city, going from the lighthouse. So, better hope I don't get Uxban, because that lighthouse is going quick. Well, then you're not going to get Uxban. In fact, I'll actually try to make maps of all the provinces, and then I'll kind of have it in lots in terms of like how much seniority you have with the channel, how much history you have with the channel, and you get like first pick of the litter, I guess, for which provinces you'd want. So, or well, which province you'd want, because in reality, just to keep people from sprawling too much, I kind of want to, and to allow for future growth for other regulars who will come on the channel, I'm going to, you know, keep it as one province per person. And usually it'll stay that way, because if one person gets more than one, they won't be able to, you know, spend as much attention and time on it as the others. Because think about it, you'd want an empire with a lot of intricate, really cool-looking cities that the people who build them care about. And if you keep them on the one, even it is a large plot of land, but if you keep them to the one city in the one province, they'll have more incentive to do more with that one province. Is the water a part of the city? Well, another thing is I don't really want people to go building a rapture, because again, the main thing is fit the theme of a classical empire. Like, you wouldn't really want to build a city in the sky necessarily, or an underwater city. That's the main reason why the capital city of the capital city of Kufmal is built on top of the water and not underwater. I didn't want to build any part of it underwater because I want to keep a small semblance of realism, even if it's not that much. Again, think of it as, you know, around the time of the Roman Empire, that sort of thing. Should you name your city? Yeah, you can, honestly, what I'm thinking is, once I do hand the provinces over, I think I would allow people to rename them, honestly. Yeah, I might as well allow people to rename their provinces. As long as they aren't, like, expletives, like they aren't, like rude names for them, I guess. I would allow people to rename the provinces. But I'd still, for Imperial records, I'd keep the old, I'd remember the old name and then just refer to it by the new name the provincial governor gives it, so. Because there's no reason not to let people name their own city, so I just let them name the province. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe I should keep the province as the name I give the province, but they can name the towns and cities in there. Do y'all like that idea? Let me write that down and we can talk about it later in the channel I'll create for the server. So, provincial names versus city names. Yeah, nerd, I don't know if that would be the best name for your city. Can we do a Netherlands and start a war against the water? You could, as long as you don't eat too much into the ocean. Like, as long as you stay within the borders of your province, you could. That would be that would be a cool city idea. If you wanted to do that sort of Dutch, you're reclaiming the ocean and you're making potters, or whatever the name for those types of dams are, polders or whatever, those types of dams. And if you actually build it to where it looks like that, like you can see the dam structures that you've built for it and all this other stuff that you've done. Like, you could even, if you find an ocean monument, you could, like, try doing it around part of that, something like that, where you reclaim part of the ocean. That would be creative. See, I like stuff like that. I like stuff like that because it's smart, it's creative, and it encourages, you know, messing around, so. But yeah, as you can see, with the capital city of Kufmal, again, if you look under it, there's no buildings under it. It's just the platforms for the other things and a few iron golems that fell down. Because I don't want to build anything underwater here. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Custom city names would make more sense. Yeah, what I'm thinking the thing I'm going to go with is there will be official city names. Every city in the Empire will have an official name. The default name will be the name of the province. Like, for example, if there's an unassigned province like Ravagand, let's take the province of Ravagand. The city there or the village would be Ravagand. And the province would be named Ravagand. And let's say I assign that place a governor. Now Ravagand has a governor, and the governor names the city to Geradiopolis or something. So the city there is now named Geradiopolis, but it's the capital city in the region, the province of Ravagand, basically. And then you could build as many towns or villages as you want, because the cool idea would be if, you know, each province had a big city and had a few like tiny villages here and there. I'd try to make the provinces big enough to where something like that would be feasible, but depending on, you know, the borders they share with other villages. But the reasoning for that is, you know, you can actually have a big capital city in each province and a few smaller villages dotting here and there if you wanted to. You don't even need to make other villages if you want. You could just make like a sprawling city or something like that. All this sort of things. I don't want to be too restrictive. My goal is not to be too restrictive with this sort of thing. So, and again, that's why I'm gonna create the server to discuss this stuff, because again, this is really neat stuff that we're getting into, and I want to be able to make sure everyone has a chance to contribute. In the meantime, I figure I want to try to add on to some other things. Since Kufmal is the city of canals, let's make some more canals. Let's expand the canal system, because once I expand the city, I want to be able to expand the canals inside the city, so, you know, it still looks like Venice with them crisscrossing everywhere. You want to build a Carthaginian dock. If you can build something that looks like that grand military naval trireme building center that Carthage had. Like, in the city of Carthage, I think I mentioned it before, there was that big circular dock dome enclosed man-made harbor that they had in Carthage that had this big shipbuilding industry, all these buildings with like slipways. Think of it as like an ancient U-boat paddock that they had in Europe, but like, and it was just this big harbor in the center with waterways heading into it, and it would be in the middle of the city, and that's where they would build all their navy. If someone built something like that, that would be a really good candidate for City of the Month. I'll say that much right there. Like, that's something I would expect, like, the St. Petersburg city to have or something like that. But, see? Keep bouncing ideas like that. See? That's the thing. I want to spur you guys' imagination to where if we do get this thing set up, we can make really cool stuff, right? Actually, let me look at a map of this city, because I want to plan out where these go. These, canals. So as we look at this here, you can see one of the canals is here, and we have right here the slipway for one of the ships. You want to make the coast of the capital completely enclosed with a wall and a giant gate. Yeah, you could probably do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna try to impose too many restrictions on you, because the more restrictions, the less fun it is. So I'm gonna try to encourage as much creativity as y'all want with that. Oh, wait a minute. I noticed this part of the map isn't updated. There we go. So yeah, we have this part right here. If I did want to expand the city, let me look. Where would I want to expand it first? As you can see, we have this mushroom island that we can always build stuff on. But I want to make sure that the all the other stuff gets through, like the canals. So I think one thing, we'll expand part of the canals down here. Expand them out sideways, maybe have 2 branches. Like this section would go down this way, maybe curve off to the side here, and then we'd have a branch going this way. Something like that. And it would connect up through here with another section. So let's head over there. Another thing I want to check on is there's another portion of the city that I want to see if I can connect with part of the canal system. Oh yeah, I have a little fish stand right here. This may be more Aztec, but have you perchance made some floating farmland islands yet? I know what you're talking about. Also, welcome E. It's been a while, Big E. If you want to go back through the recording of the stream later, we've been talking about making this a multiplayer server and having each long-term person on the server be a provincial governor. They'd get their own territory and one of the villages in the empire, and then they could build on it all they wanted to. We've been pipe dreaming that, so. But what you mentioned is, I know what you're talking about. I think Tenochtitlan, however you pronounce it, the Aztec capital, as he was mentioning, they had these floating sections of farmland. And we have something similar to that with our little agricultural sector. I'll show that to you again. But as you can see here, this is the first temple we ever built, which was, I think, the water temple or like ocean temple, something like that, with kelp blocks. What I was thinking is, since this is sacred waters around the temple, I kind of want to dig part of the canal to change and head towards it. As you can see, we have a little bit of land here, but I kind of want to split off the canal and have it go around this section and empty into here. Empty into this basin, sort of. Where it would, ignore that notification, but kind of cut through here and dump out here, and we cut a hole in the bottom of this temple to allow boats to go into it, and we'd have something fancy inside the temple. I don't know, something silly like that. Just popped in because he saw it was streaming in. We want to be a yellow class ship. And again, if you all do want to build ships, go ahead, but try not to make them too advanced, because again, the timeline we're going for here is classical empires. I'd even say, I don't even know if you would want to build like any ships of a line, really, because gunpowder weaponry wasn't very advanced back then. But like, you know, this is the era of triremes, dhows, sort of other ships like that. But again, I don't want to be too restrictive. It's about looking cool for the time period versus being, you know, I don't know. It's about striking a balance is basically it. So let me go ahead and start digging this out because I want to make this section of the canal. How did I build the canal here? So it was netherrack at the bottom, And we'd have it get deeper on the sides. Oh, there's a dolphin near here. But yeah, it would be... Is that how I did it? I'd have it like that. Yeah, so it's 2, 2, and then the walls. And then these walls would be 2 blocks deep. Alright, that's good to know. And if I did that for you all and gave you all provinces, that would free me up to work on the capital city more. It's a win-win. Capital city, more like carpetal city. we getting carp out here, boys. Carpe that MF and DM, boys. Can we have El Epic Holy Roman Empire? What do you mean by can we have the Holy Roman Empire? Holy Roman Empire. But you know, at the beginning, it was actually pretty decent. At the beginning, it was kind of holy, kind of Roman, and kind of an empire, and of course it became less of that as time went on, but at the very beginning, because you know the Holy Roman Empire came to be out of the remains of Charlemagne's empire, if you all remember that, so... So let me dig out all this. I forgot I'm going to actually have to fill in this part of the canal. So, you know, I like having public works projects like this. So, yeah, Big E, if I did end up making this a server, I would definitely give you a province, since you've been around for a while and I trust you. But, yeah. I just want to get more involved with some of the people on the channel, that sort of thing. So right now I'm just digging out these sections of sand so I can make what do you call it, the bottom of the canal. And I can link it up with the ocean area. That would free you up to work on your better city. Yeah, fair enough. Again, I want people to build really impressive stuff, because think about it. The competition by building really cool stuff would just make the empire look better, you know? It's the whole empire, and all the governors would be, you know, competing amongst each other to see who can build the most lavish stuff, and everyone benefits because of it. See, I want you to build a better city than me, damn it. So we can have more cool-looking cities. That's the goal. It's gonna be so good, you'll make it the new capital. I mean, if you think about the Roman Empire, at one point they changed the capital, even before the switch to Constantinople for the Eastern Empire. At one point, the capital was moved by one of the later emperors to, I think, Mediolanum, which is modern-day Milan. So, I don't know, that wasn't because it was a better city, it's just there has been a lot of historical precedent for changing capitals. And it's not like I'm going to be idle either. I'm going to be building too. You can bet that the Emperor's going to be doing his fair share. If you remember right, one of the family who was in power used the word holy so they didn't have to, I can't remember, the empire part was there since they can only be one of them, something like that. Yeah, I don't remember the entire history of how that works. And I know it would be better because I'm already I don't even play From the Depths anymore. Welcome, Joe Star. Welcome to the stream. We were just pipe dreaming about empires because, of course, everyone here wants to be an emperor. We're just doing a little bit of empire building. And of course, I really want to do this, but the biggest thing, I don't know how. This is the biggest problem. The biggest roadblock to making this a server, I don't know how. I have no clue. So, I don't know how to make a complete world download. I mean, that seems simple enough, but the hardest part is I don't know how to make a server, I don't know how to host one, I don't know how to run one, I don't know how to do plugins, I don't know how to make servers like that accessible. I have no clue how to make a server. So if this were to happen, it would require a lot of learning on my part, and I'd have to balance that with all the other school stuff I'm doing, so I don't know. Also, a lot of lag for some reason. Oh yeah, if we head in here. Yeah, this is the old building. This is the... Did I misspell the? The graveyard of tools. Here, let me rewrite that. There we go. Where, back when I died in the Nether a bunch, I had all these graves for all my old tools. Rip the Imperial time, my first diamond pickaxe. Rip Despacito 2 with the bow. And there's the date. Rip Despacito 3, the next one. That goes Act 4. Then I think I meant to say when, not then. And then, unnamed diamond shovel. Dug a hole via impact in the Nether. Interesting. So yeah, that's the remnants of the temple of, or I built this on the inside of this temple. Come on. There we go. Anyways, this is the third time I'm asking. The big temple is the big temple is the yellow. Yes, that is the pyramid of the sun / the yellow temple. That, since that used so much yellow dye, I am considering that also the yellow temple. That took so much goddamn work, that temple. Again, because y'all remember I called it that godforsaken pyramid. That's the nickname for it. We're doing some gaming. Everyone in this stream is an emperor. We are the kings of kings, my friends. Coding is something that... Oh, if it involves coding, I don't know if I'd even be able to do it. I may have to ask someone to do it for me. Oh my god. I may have to do a lot of Googling tonight. Because again, I don't know, this may take a while to make. This may take a while because I have a bunch of assignments that got dropped on me for school. I'm going to have a new semester starting soon. I have my job I have to worry about. So this may not get done as fast as I want it to because I have so little experience. I want to get this done. I'm enthusiastic about it. I want to do it. I may need help, is what I'm saying. Either internal or external. It won't be easy, is what I'm saying. At least for me, since I've never had experience with this sort of thing before. I don't know. So, yeah. If any of y'all have tips about making servers, things like that, I guess I could use them. Those are the graves of the machine spirits. Yes, we need to praise the Omnisia. Is it Omnisia or Omnissiah? How do you pronounce it? If you think about it, if based on the words it's based on, you would think it would be pronounced Omnissiah, but I've heard some people say Omnisia, so I don't know. Praise be the Omnissiah. Now, how would I want this section to incorporate into the canal? I think this is the way I would want it. It may make it hard to get to this part of the village, though, because I'd have to make a bridge over it. How do I want this built? Google would not like that. Well, you know, Google is a large reason that we live in the society that we do, so I don't know. I'm just saying, Google, they've been acting a bit sus. I mean, when has Google not been sus, though, if you think about it? And, oh, I will tell you this much. I think I found a use for all that netherrack we put in that chest. It's a good thing I didn't destroy it all on cactuses. And if we did host this server, I would need to have some way to solve frame rate issues. I don't know. Because if I did have a... I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I don't know, man. I just don't play FTD much anymore. Especially, if you all want this server to happen, I would need to dedicate more time to it. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how I want this damn thing here to work. I want this canal to get finished. So I'll place this here. Oh wow, we're gonna have to dig out a lot of this. Okay, this hill's gonna go bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wow, that maybe I should turn the particles down. Particles decrease. I wonder if someone ever moved a mountain one block over in Minecraft just so that they could say they moved the mountains. Someone's probably done it before. With the amount of games of Minecraft people have played over the years, you bet something like that's happened. Hey, is this Sumariko's theme? I always like this song. Like a semi-dubstep section in it. Even though I don't like dubstep. Well, the Necrophantasia is a banger, too. Dang it, what songs from that franchise aren't bangers? Because, of course, there's always a... What was the name of that one that I liked a lot? Do I have any idea how little that narrows it down? Nuclear Fusion's great. Nuclear Fusion is the one I made the mashup of with Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold. Even though I don't like Avenged Sevenfold. Oh well. There we go. I should rename my diamond shovel to wooden shovel. That would be pretty funny, I think. Do I have an You know, I don't normally do this, but for the sake of comedy, For the sake of comedy. Should it, wait, should it be a wooden shovel or shouldn't level? Do I want shouldn't level or wooden shovel? Which one? Vote now on your phones. Everyone voted so hard that the palace burned down. Speaking of which, I need to make the palace better. I want to show you all what I mean, because the palace right now isn't as grand as it could be. Remember that first time I found an ice spike biome? I forgot where that was. I forgot which stream that was. Can't they put a... I can put a poll in YouTube chat. Wait, poll? Here, I'm gonna make a poll. Alright, I'm making the poll. Click yes for wooden shovel or no for shouldn't level. Alright? Did it work? Wait, did it work? I don't see it. There it is. Vote now on your phones. There should be a poll now. If not, try refreshing. Try refreshing the stream. Here, while the poll's running... Here, I'm gonna leave the poll running. I won't name it yet. While the poll's running, I'm gonna show you all what I was talking about with the palace. Because right now, the Imperial Palace is kind of lackluster, and I want to improve it. So this is the Imperial Palace. It doesn't look like much. The reason for that is just, you know, the roof's all cobblestone. So I figured I would want to replace portions of it. Because if we go inside the Imperial Palace, it's not too big. It's kind of a small palace. And I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't need a big palace. And actually, I'm almost never in this building. Ever. Just because I spend all my time in the Treasury. But, as you can see, this is the palace, and I can hear zombies near the palace. That one picture of Robert Downey Jr., there are zombies outside my palace. And I have some various other little rooms. I think the term for this, where it's like a wall on one side and columns on the other with a roof, that's called a cloister. That sort of architectural feature. So here's some of the cloisters on the outside portion of the wall, and we can head up the stairs. But yeah, I want to make the outside of the palace look a little more ornate instead of just being blank stone. This is how the palace should look after thousands of years have passed and all the paint is worn off of the building. Here, I'll end the poll now. Alright, so 2 votes, 100% for no. So we're naming it shouldn't wobble, just for the stupidity of it all. I couldn't rename the actual options. Like, it wouldn't let me rename the yes or no, and that's why I did it that way. And boom. Shouldn't wobble. There we go. For some reason, joining it has to be live chat. No, nerd. I'm saying though, the provinces are gonna stick with their names. You just name the city and the province, especially if you're gonna name it that. That's all the more reason to keep the province names the same. I feel bad for the guy who's gonna get Slough. Actually, can we visit Slough? I want to visit Slough. Where is Slough? Negative 2,000 something. Oh my. Here, that's what I ended. I want to end the stream. I want to end the stream by visiting Slough. That would be pretty funny, I think. Let me put all this away, then we'll go. We'll go on a journey, a pilgrimage to the terrible city of Slough. I say city, but it's not. It's a village, but. But hey, not every province is created equal, I guess. Here, let me get all this together. I'll keep the iron in here. Make one more block. I gotta manage the resources better. Right. Off to Slough. Maybe you has more stuff on it. The Phenors, Calpakini, and blah blah. Why would you? Why are you say this? Have you seen that? Why, nerd? Why are you say this? This is a silly and danger. All right, where is Slough? I don't even know how I got there. How did I get to Slough in the first place? Do I go through the Nether? Because if I translate the coordinates of Slough. Let me just do that real quick. Alright, now I have the coordinates in the Nether. It's kind of ironic or coincidental that we're going to the Nether while Utsuhoriyushi's theme is playing. Of course, we're going to Hell while the Hell Raven is blasting in the background. I do have a t-shirt with the Fumo of her on it though, which is pretty funny, I do declare. Let's see. The Boopup's leg. Oh no. Yeah, that's a different way to get the cow stripe. Hamburger. So let's see. I need to go which direction? I need to head it this way as well as... Okay, I need to head in the main direction of the highway I already have. So did I have a portal to Slough? I may have to exit out at Fort Jennings and go on foot from there. Okay, chat, I forgot something. I forgot we still haven't found Ariane. I left my fastest horse somewhere and I have no clue where she is. In fact, while we're here, I'm gonna stop because she may actually be in Carhio. So while we're on the highway, let's stop in Carhio and see if we can find her. Because I kinda don't want to lose my fastest horse in the Imperial stables, so I think she may be in a hole I left over here, but I don't remember. Would have been something... There she is! There you are, girl! Oh, I'm sorry I left you here, poor girl. Because remember, there is a rail link here, but there isn't any powered rails on it. So there is a railroad track that goes from Carhio to Kufmal, but there isn't much use for it. Let me think of something here. If I just leave this ceiling portion open, I'll only hurt myself for a second. Can I take Ariane into the Nether? Should I take Ariane into the Nether? Screw it, we're going. Actually, no, I don't feel safe doing this. No, we're gonna leave her for now. I don't want to risk her. She's my best horse. I don't want to risk her. Has she been gone for months? Yeah, she has been gone for months, but oh well. I'll come back for you later. I feel bad doing this, but oh well. I'd rather her be here than dead, you know? What, nerd? What? Nerd, you're being a bit... You're doing a bit of a silly and danger in the chat. You may have to get a bonk in if you keep doing this silly and danger. You're gonna have to watch where you tread, my friend. Put this in here. The Amogus horse. Amogus. Seems like the highway's getting some use. But I need to head down this direction since it's not complete yet. How do you use the top part of a furnace? What do you mean? What do you mean use the top part of a furnace? What? Wait a minute. I think I'm going in the right direction. Let me pull up the coordinates I have for Slough. Okay, there they are. Wait a minute. I passed them and then... Okay, chat, I think I know what I need to do. I think I need to actually, exit the system at... I don't think I have a portal to Slough. That's why we need to get this infrastructure set up. So I'm going to actually go and, go to Fort Jennings and use that to, get to Slough. Because I don't actually know where Slough is in comparison to another city. I just have the coordinates to go by. So let me check the coordinates now. Oh my, that is the opposite of the direction I need to go. Well, in this case then, let's change where we're going, since I know where we are. Wait, don't we have a second stable over here? I think I have a second set of stables. That's why I want to make this better, the infrastructure better. Aha! So we have Hussar and Cuirassier. Cuirassier. These are our horses on this side of the Danube. Why did I say Danube? This isn't the Danube River. Now I'm gonna have to find a way to get over the wall because the stables are blocked this way. I need a way for the horses to actually get out of the city. Oh, that's a creeper. Here, I'll use this time to ride in front of the walls. As you can see, I planted all these trees near here because I was thinking, oh yeah, if you plant trees near the wall, it'll stop them from using... Well, actually, then they'll be able to use them as cover. Never mind. But yeah, here's the wall, and you can see the keep from the inside, or from the outside of the city. All that stone from the strip mine was used in the construction of this wall. There is no top part, mate. Yeah, talking about the furnace. I have no clue what that means. Also, I like how the Diamond Horse Armor has like these weird portions right next to the reins that look like glitch textures. You playing? No, I am not playing on Bedrock. I would not hurt my soul by playing on Bedrock Edition. I am a Java purist, as one might say. Oh, wait a minute, where's Prometheus? Because if y'all remember, I may keep the city of Prometheus as an imperial city as well, just because I built that massive cathedral there. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I believe in the playlist, or in my other videos, one of them has a thumbnail of the grand temple at Prometheus. Because that's another one I worked on some. Alright, which city is this? This is Reeves. Right now we are in the province of Reeves. Oh, that's cool. At max render distance, you can see the walls of Fort Jennings on the horizon. So as you can see, some of these provinces aren't massive, but I'd compensate by making lands to the other sides of the provinces, because I want to base each province to where the center of the province is the village that is there. So, as you can see, there's Fort Jennings. No, I'm not gonna... Look, I'm not gonna buy Bedrock Edition. I already bought Java Edition a second time since my old Mojang account got lost. I don't want to buy Java Edition again. Or not again. I just don't. Oh, you see that in the distance? Hey everyone, you know what I was just talking about? You see that dome right there? You want to know what that dome is? That dome is the dome of the church in Prometheus. So, right there is the province of Prometheus. Oh, I mastered that jump. That was a sick jump right there. Drink water, but no ASMR. Oh, fine, fine. You want it? There, you happy? Happy with that water ASMR? But yeah, right here is the famous church that I built in Prometheus. So, spent a while constructing that thing. It's not the biggest, but I felt it would be a suitable landmark for an otherwise average coastal city, because this one's supposed to be just a sort of Mediterranean coastal city, like an Italian one. Kind of like, I don't know, something like that. Like, not Venice, but maybe Naples or something like that. Even though that is designed after slightly after the Hagia Sophia in Constantinople. Let me put you in the horse pit right here. I thought I had a bed. Oh, I think the bed's in this house. There it is. Nintendo Switch Edition. Imagine getting a Switch and the first thing you get for your Switch is Minecraft. You know, I said this last night. I have a Switch and I started playing Super Paper Mario because I got it for Christmas one day. But like, I haven't finished it. I haven't even gotten like very far into it just because I like playing PC more. So, I don't know. Oh, hell yeah, there we go. There's Oku's theme. Let's go. Nuclear fusion. Let's go. So yeah, this is the city of Prometheus. Has some little bridges going over it. But I want to remember where its portal ended up. I'm going to probably ride the horse back, but I want to remember. Oh yeah, I built this big corridor for no reason. Pretty sure all modern day console Minecraft is Bedrock. Yeah, I mean, isn't that the console? But like, only one time have I ever played Minecraft on a console. If you realize that. One time. And that was just at a friend's house. I've always played Minecraft either on the phone or on the PC, and almost entirely all of that's been PC. So, okay, there we go. Oh, come on! This again? Are you kidding me? Why is it doing this? Why? Why? This is like the second time it's done this. Why? Oh, those look like ruins right there. But why? Why? Why are you doing this? Stop! This is the third time it's done this. That is where I want to go. Not here. There. Why? I built the portal there. Quit doing it. Why wouldn't it send me to that portal? Why? Okay, this needs to be fixed. I don't know, I'm putting this right here. Stop posting about Among Us. I'm tired of seeing it. The imposter portal. When the portal is sus, I messed up the word sus. It's like sapping. Among Us is sapping my life force out of me. I can't even say it properly. That's how bad it is. Sussy baka. Oh god. In this world, you're either a sussy baka or a pussy sucker. That has no meaning. Don't look that up. There's no meaning to that. I really hope no one... I hate the internet. I hate it so much. I really do. So yeah, there's just random portals out there that it makes for no reason, even though there is a perfectly good portal right in here. Stop. The internet and its consequences have been a disaster for the modern world. By Theodore... You know, I actually did read Industrial Society and Its Future before. It was a very interesting read, I'll say that much. I wonder how many watch lists I'm on. I'm joking. I'm joking. I hope I'm joking. So I'm gonna head back to Fort Jennings here. See if I can ford a crossing. No, I almost made it. Which one was this? Was this Hussar or Cuirassier? I think this is Hussar. I never actually put the name tags on these horses, but oh well. You know what? Oh, I have a new idea. Horse racing. Horse racing. That would be a public works project. Alright, I have an idea for the server again. One of the communal projects that everyone will be requested and helping contribute to will be a giant chariot, like a horse racing arena, kind of like the Hippodrome in Constantinople. And if people want, we can like organize horse races there. I think that would be pretty cool. Where everyone, they can work on getting a horse and, you know, breeding horses for fast ones, and you could have horse races, you know? That would be pretty cool, I think. Plus, otherwise, we'd still have a decent arena we can use for blood sport. I don't know. But like one that looks like either like a Roman sort of Colosseum type thing. That would be fairly interesting, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot I made a moat around the entire castle. Although I don't know how to get the horse back in. Am I gonna have to scale my own walls? Cause I can't. I have to destroy a bunch of different sections to get in. How am I gonna do this? You know, I'm just gonna keep her outside the walls for now. I'll deal with this later. Alright, get in the hole. I'm sorry, just get in the hole. There you go. Bees don't care what you... The bee flies anyway. You're quoting the Bible right there. I remember in my TV production program, I had like I made a video where it was like supposed to be some students doing a drug deal, and one of them had like a suspicious briefcase and like gave him money in turn for it. And like at the end, the big reveal is like after he carefully extracts the goods, it's just a copy of the B movie script. He just bought a copy of the script of the B movie or something. I don't know. It was stupid. Really, a blaze? Are you kidding me? You dare challenge me, mortal? I hear gas too. You dare challenge me to my domain? Gotcha. Did you drop anything good? Are you winning, son? I hear a... Oh, yeah, that's what I heard. Fell to his death. Eh. Have at ye, mortal. Coal. Oh, not again. The sus briefcase. Thankfully, I made that before Amogus. Darth Maul, Kufmal, Yifmal all have one thing in common. Are you sure they have one thing in common? Also, is that Morse code, Thunder? Actually, I don't think that's Morse code. I have no clue what that is. Oh, two of the buggers. Oh no! Ah! Ooh! Emergency, 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 emergency mode. Let's go, let's go. I didn't mean to do that. We may have to make an emergency landing here. Emergency retreat. Yep, I can hear it. I got kind of close to death there. That's why I have these gates in front of the portal. That is why those gates are there. Funny game. Oh, is that loss? Oh, okay. It was harder to see at first, but yes, you did the funny gamer loss. Illuminati lost an Amogus. I mean, that's what you call pattern recognition to detriment of humanity. But it's a good thing we actually were forced to head back to Carhill, because while we're here, and that is how it's pronounced, by the way, it's Carhill. But while we're here, for one, I gotta pray at the Shrek Temple, the Shremple. We have to, the Shremple. See? See? Look at this. You can just escape from the world and return to the peaceful swamp. How do you delete messages? Bruh. As soon as you said that, there goes Thunder deleting every single message he made. Like normal. Nothing has changed. But, yeah. And right there, that is the Shreffigy. The effigy dedicated to Shref, the Shreffigy. But, of course, this is all the donations we have made to the Shremple over time. Because I have survived this encounter in the Nether, I will donate this golden sword to you. The Lord Shrek, he has guided me with his green thumb. Return to Monkey. Alright, Ariane, let's go home. I can actually take her home for once, because she's been in that hole for months. Because if you think about it, oh my gosh, there's an old project. I forgot about this, the canal. This canal, right here, went all the way from the sea. This canal went from the sea all the way to Fort Jennings and stopped near Carhill. I forgot about that. And it's funny, since I don't have any powered rail on the minecart track here, that this is basically turned into the place where I ride Ariane. But yeah, as you can see right there, there's the entrance to that canal. So that's like a grand land-spanning canal. No, you are not allowed to learn how to delete messages, nerd. Unless, you'll probably find out how. If the funny sub button is red, make it not red. Hey, yeah, he's got the right idea. I don't know why I built this minecart track without building any powered rail, but oh well. Alright, here we are. Here are the stables. There we go. There we go. See, this is what it's supposed to be now. We have the Imperial stables. Here we have Ariane, we have Small Nozomi, we have Indianapolis, we have Small Chungus, and we have Reginald. I think Reginald was the first horse we ever found, so. Right, we should head back to the Treasury. I like how I just put population yes. Yes, this city has a population. Hey kid, get out of my bed. I mean, it isn't my bed is in the palace, but, I mean, eh. I'm about to say the gamer word. Oh, welcome back, Hunk. I've been streaming for a while. I need to actually get off kind of soon. But I feel bad about it now, because I'm actually getting a somewhat higher amount of viewers. You know, your friends are about to watch The Conjuring. I've never seen that movie before. Oh, you're right, it's almost been 3 hours. I will tell you guys, do you all remember, I remember what it was. Y'all remember when I had that 7-hour stream? A literal 7-hour stream one time. Because that was back during my freshman year when I wasn't as busy, but now, of course, I'm busier, sadly, but still. Those were good times. Yeah, kids, scram. Get out of here. No, get out. Shoo. Shoo. This is the Imperial Get out. This is the Imperial Treasury. You're not allowed here. Quit jumping on the bed. Quit jumping on the bed. I will collect your taxes. I'm like Anakin igniting his lightsaber. Yeah, walk away. Go. Shoo. Mr. Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do? Forgive me, little one. Slap the child. I must hold restraint. You know, emperors, it's their job to kiss babies, not slap them. Although if you talk about our current government, I guess you would say it's their job to sniff babies, but that's something different. Some shocking commentary. We are living on borrowed time. Where's my, there it is. There's the netherrack. And then I need, because I want to keep doing, what's it called? I want to keep building that canal. Whoa there. No, I didn't say anything. No, nothing. No, I said nothing. Y'all didn't hear anything. We're good. Oh, dang it, I forgot. I don't want to flood the place just yet. We need to actually build the canal before we flood it. There we go. Wow, this is getting very laggy. Oh my. And this isn't a bad PC either. This may be a problem. This is problematic for our society in which we live, because, you know, we live in a society, but Politics, more like cringe-atics. Yeah, you got it. Politics is pretty cringe. This is 4 words, the last one had 3. And going in order at... What? Porky's theme comes in when we start joking about politics. yeah, that's... Hail the Pork Emperor. And if you don't know, this is actually a Siva Gunner, like a Siva Gunner remix. So... Because of course, if you don't know, I really like Siva Gunner. And Siva Gunner was one of the main reasons I started making mashups, because, you know, a lot of my earlier works, and some of the works I've been starting on now, are mashups. Well, let's just demolish the rest of this hill now. There we go. Hill demolished. Great, do I support senile old man or senile old man? That's a hard choice. I think I'd go with, the people in 2016 who rode in Harambe. That's what I would do. Because, you know, of course, everything went to shit as soon as Harambe got taken from us so abruptly. So that's why I would choose Harambe. For real though. No, I don't want to get into... I don't want to talk about politics on this channel. I hate American politics. No. I don't... I want to keep politics out of this channel. I don't like American politics. I don't want it on the channel. I'm just gonna say that much. There's a time and place, but no, not here. USA politics. Yeah, to like that one YouTube thumbnail where it's like 2 nerds fighting or something like that, but it's just like the United States government. Again, all I'll say on that matter is love the country, hate the government, no matter who's in charge. Always. Love the country, hate the government, every single time. So let me actually get this canal portion finished, because I want to actually join up these 2 sections of the water. Oh yeah, I forgot they had King Dedede's theme in this. That's always a good theme. Oh, wait a minute. Trying to think how I want this canal to work. You're gonna go get some ice cream? Hey, yo dog, can I get some ice cream? Only a spoonful. But yeah, I'm thinking right now, I'm kind of running out of steam. I may end the stream pretty soon because I got a lot to think about in terms of how we're gonna work this out with the server, so. I still don't know how we're gonna organize all of this. It's a lot to think about. Because right now, because if I want to focus on doing some of this infrastructure stuff, I may just do some of that on my own. And then once I get updates about progress with a possible server, we'll see what happens with it. Yeah, I'm gonna vote for old dude. Should I just keep it like this then? Because I want the sides of the canal to at least look nice. Because once it reaches the point where I'm satisfied, I'll start bringing down the wall on both sides. Because, you know, all in all, you're just another brick in the wall, so. Oh, it's nighttime. I should get schlupped in here. You know, it's red versus blue. You know, if you think about it, TF2. You know, I would be happy if the elections in the U.S. were just, like, a match in Dust Bowl. Like, or like, just a TF2. Each side has just a team and they just go attack the Vents Dust Bowl. Whoever wins. Whichever team has the best spy, then whichever team has the best spy, that person's gonna get like the CIA. He's gonna be leader of the CIA, I guess, or whatever. Fun fact: President Kennedy tried to defund the CIA right before he was assassinated. Just so you know. A little silly fun fact. And his successor, LBJ, instead strengthened the CIA, and he was not assassinated. Just a silly little fun fact. You know how silly people can be sometimes. Or just having a bit of a giggle. At this point, how do I want to fill this in? I forgot, is there an easy way to fill in from the top, or do I have to do it one layer at a time? I'm gonna have to grab the buckets anyway. Well, nerd, that's kind of a dead meme at this point, that if she breathed, that's kind of just, I don't know, wasn't that like a thing back in, when, 2017 or 2018? When that was? I forgot. They never talk about the Ottoman what? Well, I mean, imagine having one of the world's most grand empires only now to be known as as something you rest your feet on a sofa chair. I'm getting a bit tired. Still more funny than Amogus. Why are you say this? Nerd, why are you say this? No. I do not make the woo sound, so no. But yeah, just because of that project I need to get started on, I think I'm probably going to end the stream around here. I'm getting kind of tired for the night. The Ottomans did bad, nothing ever. Yeah, they didn't do anything bad in Armenia. Nothing bad happened to Armenia. Armenia is fine. Don't worry. Just don't ask the people there. Nothing bad happened. And again, your username has a memer in it, so you don't think you know good comedy. I mean, you are pointing out what you're pointing out. That's you're doing, so. Well, alright, let me get to ending soon. I think I am going to be wrapping up for the night. So, in that regard, where are all the Armenians, John? I ate thus food. But yeah, yeah, I think 3 hours is a good stopping point for now. If I do want to get back up to 6-hour streams, I'm going to have to build up there and not start it all at once, so. I hope you all have a good rest of your evening. I will make that channel in the Discord about ideas for the server, so. Yeah, and I will fix that playlist for you guys. And Nerd deleted all his messages again. Alright, not Nerd, but Thunder. Thunder deleted all his messages again. Alright, well, you have a good rest of your night, people, and remember to breathe. Breathing is important.